Experiencing Agriculture series. This series is part of the Billings Chamber Ag Celebration Week, brought to you by Yellowstone Valley Electric Cooperative. Connected to members, committed to community, and boy are they ever, as they help us celebrate agriculture all week long. And we are grateful to be here with some of our incredible members, Western Ranch Supply. And of course, as you folks know, this is a time we celebrate the entire week. The Billings Chamber focuses everything on agriculture. So everything from our farmers, our ranchers, our folks that you know really well, our agribusinesses like yourselves, and of course the consumers. They get to enjoy our incredible beef, wheat, our malted barley products, which I know you gentlemen and all of our consumers enjoy. So again, it's also about celebrating our consumers during the week. I'm really excited to be here at Western Ranch. You guys started in 1953, which meant both my grandparents went into here. My folks went into here. I grew up going into your downtown store. My daughter and our kids go into the store. They love it. I wish you had more sales outside than you do in the boot barn there, because it seems to have, my wife always comes in here, gets a few more sets of boots and everything else. You guys do an incredible job. And of course, what I like about Western Ranch is you guys kept your downtown location. You have your shop a few blocks up from there. And then you built this magnificent, incredible location here on the west end. No one ever comes and visits our house without stopping here. We tell them, all of our out-of-state guests, you got to go to Western Ranch Supply. And also, some guys, when they turn 40, they want to go on a cruise. They want to go on some safari. Me, it was finally getting my bale bed from Western Ranch Supply. And you guys did a great job this past year. You do a great job all around. But it wasn't always like this. 1953. Pretty humble beginnings. You guys got your start. Tell us a little bit about how Western Ranch Supply got its start, and then you guys kind of came in to be involved with it.
Yeah, Ray Frank, the guy we bought our business from, he actually went to work for the guy that was down there selling Quonset huts, and he was in the same location as Western Ranch downtown is now, and he went to work for him, and they kind of didn't get along real good as far as one was working harder than the other one, and so Ray found a partner, and that was a silent partner, and helped him buy it out, and it bought the other guy out, and it was some lean years in there. He said, they worked pretty hard trying to keep the doors open for a while, and and it just kept getting bigger, and found out that being honest with people and hard work pays off.
Absolutely. And Keith, you guys, and Shane, you guys service a lot of different, not only the farmers and ranchers, but it's rodeo, horse riding, Western lifestyles, and even our four-legged friends. That's no easy task to balance the supply, the stock. How do you focus with all the different customers and what that base looks like? It must be a pretty creative way to start each and every day.
Well, one thing I'd say is we're very fortunate to have a great crew. We've got great people that make our job a lot easier, that head up a lot of different operations, and from buying to, working the front counter, to traveling salesmen, to, working the clothing department. It's just, we've got a great crew that kind of kick things off and make things easy for us there.
Yep, I would agree with that. We still try to stay true to our core and what got us here. We branched out into some other things and dabbling in this and that and trying to get better at it. Mm-hmm. But we still try to stay true and that to what's got us here today.
Mm-hmm. And now you've been serving the big country since 1953. You're a local based outfit. You guys worked your way up through the ranks and then came together and purchased it. Billings, this surrounding area is incredible for agriculture. And of course, you guys service all over Montana, the Dakotas, and I know across Wyoming. I just heard that as I was traveling through, they were going to be having the Western Ranch rig coming down their way. There's some other competition out there. How do you guys set yourself apart from the competition and keep growing so strong in this current century?
One thing I think we do really well is listen to our customers. Our customers tell us what they're after and what they need, and we really work hard at supplying that, and that's what's, and we stay really close to the ag people. Like Shane says, we're staying true to what got us here, which is agriculture, and we work really hard on keeping that part of our customers well supplied and well serviced, and you know, we show up in their yards, and that's a big deal to them.
I think the other thing that sets us apart is what Keith got to is our crew. I mean, they're
Yeah.
very, very knowledgeable. They can answer your questions. They can help you with getting your tank loaded out in the yard, and they know what tank to load and that kind of thing. So I think that is huge. And then our customer service. I mean, people come in here, they see a familiar face, they talk to them, and it's, I would say that's kind of where we put ourselves above and beyond our competition.
Well, one thing I say with our crew is they actually they care about the customers.
Right.
You know, really, you know, if they pick a wrong product or sell something wrong, you know, they're the first to call to, you know, make things right and, you know, go home before they go to bed. If they remember it, they give them a call, and, you know, they're just like Shane says, customer service is a high mark for us. We want to take care of them.
Yeah, and it's so obvious being a customer coming in here. It's the friendliness, as you mentioned, the supplies you have,
Right.
and it's everything. But when you go out in that yard, they're going to load up your rig. They're going to help you strap it down, and then, you know, I always text downtown office to get my tags. They have my custom tags. You guys go the extra mile. Love having those custom tags. I don't always have my fences the way they should, so it's nice to have my name on the tags when my cattle get out. Not that that would ever happen here, but again, Western Ranch, you guys service it all. This is exciting for us. Billings Chamber, yes, a lot of priorities, a lot of businesses. Billings is the largest city in Montana, so what's exciting for me about being a farmer and rancher and someone involved in ag policy, serving on the board, is we devote an entire week to celebrating agriculture. Now, you all celebrate ag all year round, everywhere.
Correct.
From the county fairs, FFA, 4-H, livestock auctions. You've been involved in every step of the way, but to take a moment during the Billings Chamber and celebrate the entire week for agriculture, for the community, for both your producers and your consumers, what does that mean to Western Ranch to have that type of commitment and engagement?
Well, this town is a real hub for, I mean, this is the biggest city between Minneapolis and Spokane and Calgary and Denver. And it really is a hub for a lot of things. I mean, we have the medical centers here that draw a lot of rural people to town. The Metra and everything, all the activities down there draw a lot of activity to town. We always say the Class C basketball tournaments are the best things for Western Ranch Supply because it brings all the rural people. When Lambert makes the state championship, everybody in town comes, including the drunk. You know, I mean, they're all here, and it's just a lot of people come to Billings to shop. You know, if you live in Jordan, a lot of people, they come to Costco and they come to Western Ranch. It just works out well to get their shopping done. You know, they'll drive 200 miles to buy milk around here. You know.
Yeah, we always hope they stop by Western Ranch first, so we have room to put stuff in the back of the pickup. Costco can fill things up.
That's right.
Absolutely, and that's why, again, from the Chamber's perspective, we see that involvement with our ag community and our ag members being involved to support that, because when folks are coming in here, they're coming in for those activities. You mentioned anywhere from the hospitals to the basketball tournaments, but they're coming in here to Western Ranch. We're a rural state, and you've serviced them well. What's it like to have to keep up with apparel and ranching supplies? To me, that just seems like a lot. You've got to balance a lot of different items. Again, you have a great team that puts it together. Is there a vision that sets you? Because I walk in here, it's like everything I've thought of, and that kind of scary, right? You've said, we've got it for that type of person. That's not easy, and you've found some way to put that together.
Well, we've had our share of failures.
We're still learning.
We've made some mistakes, but you know, it's again goes back to our people. We have a great gal that buys clothing, and we leave her alone, and she does great things, you know. And then the animal health stuff is, we try to keep up on all the latest stuff that's available, and keep our people schooled on it, so that when somebody needs to wean their calves, that we have the right answers for them. And so it's just people, and we work hard at keeping our people educated and give them the opportunities, and they just take ownership and make it work.
Well, like when you're downtown, it was, you know, we knew pretty much every product we carried, whether it was livestock equipment, the tack, the animal health, vaccines, and then you come out here and we've added all these different lines. It's, you know, now someone calls in and says, "Do you have this?" We say, "Maybe."
We hope so.
You know, 'cause we don't always know all the products there. You know, that was probably the toughest thing for me, is not knowing everything you carried. But like Rob says, with the staff and the team we have here, makes it a lot easier on us.
Yeah, I'm not the sharpest guy on every piece of equipment we sell anymore. We have people that know more than I do, which is exciting. You know, we've got people that can sell everything we have is better than we can at times. You know, so.
And you've built this just iconic building, this iconic location. It's right off the interstate. You notice it, you see it, this massive yard of everything you've ever needed on your ranch. And then you walk in here, it's everything you ever wanted for your Western lifestyle, how to look right, dress right, get the animal health supplies. What was that you had to be a little nervous taking on something so big, and maybe you didn't show it, but what was that like? You looked around and said, Billings is going to back us if we do this, the community is going to back us, and we're going to keep going. Tell us about the vision that brought us to this incredible location here.
Well, I always go back to our story. Me and Keith we were at Denver Market, and we stopped at the Bass Pro Shop in Denver, because that's where we got a lot of our ideas for the store.
Oh, makes sense.
And our wives and us are walking around and looking, and we get in the car to go to the airport, and our wives are in the back seat, and they're, you know, talking about the store. And I leaned over and I hit Keith. I said, "That's what I want. When people come in this store and they're driving home to Bozeman, I want them talking about it. I want them telling everybody about it." And I think we've accomplished that on a much smaller scale than what Bass Pro offers. You know, when you walk into their stores, and you know, when you go into those stores and you look, you're not looking at what they're carrying. You're looking at their fixtures. You're looking at the stuff on the walls. You're, you know, getting your ideas from that, and that's kind of, you know, yes, it was scary, but at the same time, it's very exciting.
And our budget, we went on tin and rough cut lumber, where they use a little fancier stuff.
Yeah,
We understand that.
yeah.
And then it really helped that the cattle market hit a top in 2014 when we built this store in 13. It really saved our bacon there. You know, I mean, it just really was opportune. We were really blessed in that way. So.
Yep.
Well, we worked on cattle policy. We're glad that happened. But no, it was incredible to see. I think that's amazing to hear that story. I think you've set that vision and then some. And again, as I said, bringing our guests, and there's something it's an experience to walk in this store. I mean, we're just sitting here in this stunning fireplace here, and then just the size and location, just everything you put together. We are, again, this is an entire week celebrating agriculture. You all took some risks, as we've talked about, started in 1953, have continued to just expand and truly be a trailblazer when it comes to everything that you offer. What is it? What is your vision that you look out and say 50 years from now, someone's going to be watching this incredible Billings Chamber video, looking back? I don't know what they're going to be watching on, but they're going to be watching it on something. And what is it that you hope this community has? And we know that Western Ranch and all these great agribusinesses are still going to be strong. What's the vision that's going to keep us strong for the next 50 years?
One thing I really think is we still, no matter how big Billings gets, is we still need to. We send our salesmen out in the country, and they still need to pull into the yards of the ranchers and farmers and meet them face to face out in the country. And that way, that's how we learn what they need, and also what we deliver stuff to them. And I think that needs to stay true all the way through. We always have to stay with that. We can't get away from that.
Yeah, keep the personal approach.
Keep it
there.
very personal, and we have to stay.
You're never going to call here and get a voice message saying press 1 for this and 2 for that. I mean, that's
we
something
can't
that just
operate that.
Yeah, we definitely
smart
want when
enough.
somebody calls here that there's a human being on the other end of the phone to talk to, and that'll always stay that way.
Yeah. See, the irony is not lost. When Amazon was gaining its prime, you guys have just been turning and burning, no slowing down, basically whipped Amazon on every level. It shows just what it means to have the right people, the right community, bring it all together, a true success story.
You know, our internet's gotten really big too. That's really been fun.
Yes.
You know, it's been going gangbusters, and we've got some great people on that seem to keep it up to date. You know, and as we grow, we hope to move to redo this some other places. You know.
To keep evolving with the changing times and with the demand. So Rob's in charge of the new ideas. Is that how we put this together?
Yeah, that's right.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
I'm the old guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the old stubborn one here.
He started 53, we were 54.
Exactly. What I like though is you constantly, like you said, whether you're going to the yard, to that farmer, rancher, or person living in rural part of the state, to meeting them where they need to be online. They can't always get in, but I know you've created such an experience when they do get in here, they're going to enjoy it, they're going to keep with you. So I think that loyalty you've created, really, really impressed. We're honored, we're proud to have you members of the Billings Chamber. You really personify what it takes to be one of our members that we're all proud to do business with and have a part of our incredible group here at the Billings Chamber. As we wrap up, what have we not touched upon? What other things should we be talking about here today?
You know, we love Billings. We love being here. We love our customers. We love our people. I mean, it's just been really fun in this business. I've been here. I started in 1981 here, and I love my job, and still love my job. have you know, it's just been fun.
I think it's great the customers we get to deal with. I mean, they're just down to earth, just good, honest people, hard work, and it's just. I grew up on a ranch, and it's a way that I can still connect with all of them. Just really enjoy it. I'm like Rob. I really love my job and love the people that I get to deal with, and get paid on top of it, I guess. Sometimes.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, and I think we're right in the shoes with the ranchers and the farmers and people in agriculture. I mean, we worry about hay prices, we worry about calf prices, we worry about the weather outside and if it's going to rain or snow, and those are things that we're thinking about, because obviously without those people shopping with us and not having livestock or cattle or whatever to come in the store, it's very worrisome. And so right now, we're in a time where things are tough, and I think it's going to get tough, and we're just all going to have to plow through it and get through it, and I think it'll all be better down the road. But those are things we worry about, because like Keith said, we do love our customers. I mean, we have great relationships with them, made some great friends over the years, and it's been fun.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, I think meeting the demands, you all have the supplies that are going to get them through the tough pockets. They're going to be on the other side. We know these calf prices are going to pick up, and we've been telling everybody we're going to get through the other side. And what I like is you have affordable prices, and you have some used equipment out there on the lot. So again, servicing your customer, you do it through good times and bad. When there's a tight time, they can still come in here and get what they need. And when times get a little better on those calf prices and markets, commodity markets, they're going to come right back in here. So.
And we really think it's going to rain one of these days. We really keep hoping.
That's right. Well, that's what's going to be happening. It's going to be so much moisture during Ag Celebration Week, you can guarantee it. So.
Good.
Well, you folks have been chamber members, I don't think since 1953, but we haven't pulled up the roster. But no, you've been longstanding Billings Chamber members, ups and downs like any organization, but you've stuck with us, and we greatly appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about your driving force for being involved in the chamber. You're involved in so much in this incredible community, but again, being involved, being good standing members in the Billings Chamber. Tell us about why you do that and why it's so important to you gentlemen.
I would say being involved in the chamber, they do great things for the community, and we're community based. And I will say for myself, I'm glad that we have a whole ag week where we've got, because ag is pretty important to the community. And for one thing, I like to eat, so that's a good thing to have food on the table and stuff. And I think it's good to promote it and to let people know about ag and what's going on. For the younger generation that's growing up, a lot of us that grew up on the ranch know where our steak comes from, where our milk comes from, and I think it's good to, promote it to the younger generation and people that are more in an urban setting. So, and I thank them for doing that. The chamber.
Agriculture is our #1 industry in the state, so it's important.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and we had the 4th grade Ag Education Week as part of our celebratory series. So we're going to see all of that, and you've been seeing all of that throughout this incredible week. Again, working with some of our impressive members and what they have to offer at Western Ranch Supply, Ag Celebration Week, and all the area folks that are involved in agriculture. It all brings it together for what we call, with a great amount of pride and joy, our Billings Chamber Ag Celebration Week. Thanks for joining us.